everybody, thanks for watching my video and welcome back to part 2 of my rebuild of the iconic Pleasant Sisters home, which is located in the Discover University world known as Brightchester. Today I am doing the second of the 2 parts of this townhouse, the first belonging to Angela Pleasant and this one belonging to Lilith Pleasant. As the second half of the iconic twin duo, Lilith is a bit more goth-centric and dark than her sister. Her name actually translates to night monster or night creature. Unlike her sister, Lilith had a much more challenging upbringing, as Angela was always the golden girl to their parents. Lilith was never taught to walk, talk, or use the potty by her parents as a toddler. Nevertheless, she was able to learn. Throughout this build, you can see I'm really taking on a more industrial style, almost eclectic manner, as Lilith is messy and also really embraces the dark side of things. But I didn't want to go like super modern or just messy. I still wanted to add in a little bit of femininity into this because that is really how I view Lilith in her personal style throughout the games, especially in The Sims 4. I did dig through debug and find the entire Sugar Skull collection because I thought that was kind of more of Lilith's style nowadays. She is maybe into the darker sides of the universe, the realm, whatever you want to call it. But she still has a deep love for things that are beautiful and kind of creepy. And that's where I really thought the Sugar Skulls would come in. That, and they are kind of inspired by my high school boyfriend. The boy I was with all throughout high school, his mother had these beautiful sugar skulls of any and all kinds. Gold ones, silver ones, glass ones, plastic ones, ones that cost hundreds of dollars and ones that cost $4. All over her kitchen. And every single holiday, Mother's Day, whatever, anytime I had to get her a gift, I would go to the TJ Maxx or the Home Goods and get her a sugar skull. So she did kind of help inspire this build a little bit. So shout out to her. But I did really like the idea that Lilith kind of collects these sugar skulls, and it added another dimension to her personality while still fitting it because, you know, she's a dark little queen, and we stand that on this channel. We really do. Anyway, flash forward to her young adult life, and she has moved back to their childhood home with her sister Angela with the intention on attending university. The question is, will Lilith and Angela's relationship, which is only barely acquaintances, be able to survive the trials and tribulations that university offers? Lilith is getting a degree in villainy at Foxbury University, which is in deep contrast to her sister Angela, who goes to Brightchester University and is getting an art history degree. Although the relationship between the two of them is strained, their opposite personalities do have similar interests. They both enjoy painting. They're both in university, and having divorced parents, especially when those parents are the same parents, can be an interesting topic to bond on. And one thing I have learned in my short 21 years on this planet is there is nothing like some trauma bonding, honestly. The program I'm in nowadays, me and all my peers, one of the reasons we're so close so quickly is because we've been through so much so fast. Anyhow, I really wanted to embrace the personalities in both builds. If you watched the other half of this build, if you didn't, I will link it in the description box down below or at the end of the video, so you can go ahead and watch it now. But I really wanted to bring out the personalities of each of these girls because, unfortunately, unlike most of the past Sims games, The Sims 4 is really lacking in terms of lore. And in the last few updates, they've really tried to fight back against this. But nonetheless, Discover University is a few years old now and is very much lacking in the lore aspect of things. Anyhow, like the other half of the townhouse, this one also has a little bonus room. And although Lilith did not have as much in the original home, which I did a tour of, I did try to pull certain things, the reds and the purples and the dark black and wood. That was something that was really just the forefront of the style in the original house. And then she also has a bonus space, just like the other half of the townhouse, where Angela has a walk-in closet. You will see that Lilith has something a little bit more interesting as she wants to be a villain. And I kind of stan a queen who's petty and evil and good at it and wants to strive. Anyhow, you can see as we go forward that I actually end up making her a kind of villain layer. It's very small and very, to the back. But I ended up using a secret bookcase door, which I thought was really cool and I never get to do or use. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. We'll get into doing that in a minute. And I used a lot of different textured wallpapers in this build specifically. I want to say that first floral wallpaper is from Paranormal Stuff, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Anyway, back to Lilith's little villain lair. Her lair is actually more like an office, but I did make sure to put a bag of money and a little ATM to really drive home the fact that she is an evil queen, and we stand that for her. Now that we are kind of getting along in her bedroom, I made sure to incorporate some more of that like suitcasey kind of look that I had downstairs as well. As I mentioned before, I really wanted to go for an eccentric kind of style. More sugar skulls. There's sugar skulls everywhere. And I'm not going to lie, anytime I have an excuse to use the bookcase door, I absolutely will. I love bookcase doors. I have been infatuated with them since I was an actual child. And I don't care. I think they're so cool. And if I ever found a house while I was house hunting that had one of those, I would buy it on the premise that it had a bookshelf door, period. It didn't matter if it was over budget or anything else, because I simply just do not give a damn. But no one come for me on that. Anyhow, I really try to put some good detail, some little art sculptures in here, because I would see Lilith being more of a sculptor than I would see her being a painter. And unfortunately, that's not really something that we can do without the woodworking table in here. I made sure to add some clutter both in the bathroom and the bedroom because, again, Lilith is a messy, messy queen. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I really wanted to capture that in her style. We are finally on into the villain kind of layer. I put this cute little couch in there. I love bay windows. And I really like the way this space came out in both of the townhomes. I feel like it really encaptured what I was trying to do, which was bring storytelling back into the homes of the Sims characters who have become so iconic over the past couple decades of The Sims. Anyway, as we begin to wrap up, I'm just choosing wallpaper because we all know I almost always do that last because I don't know what I want to paint things, you know? I feel like it just really brings the room together, and I don't know. I just normally do it last. Oh, I love those hexagon tiles. Not even gonna lie about that. Anyway, and right now you're going to see me go in and switch the cabinets. I wasn't really happy with them from the get-go, so I did end up changing the colors, and we're just adding a little hot tub. I don't really know why I added that, because I guess she needed something, but anyway, I got all of my information from a variety of sources that I will link down below, including Reddit, YouTube, SimWiki, and there are some great videos about Sims lore out there if you want to check those out. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everybody.